As I was going through the garden today, I was thinking, you know, everything has its own time for ripening. Even these tomatoes, they don't all ripen at one time. They don't all have understanding at one time. So when you think about it, with life that's going on, yes, these are the Father's tomatoes that randomly came up back in December, the middle of December. I've got a few pumpkin vines that are trying to grow through, but as I was doing some cleaning up to get ready for the fall garden, I noticed people were talking about things and judging others about something that's kind of hit the airwaves. But did you know, because of self-righteous hypocrites, Jesus brought the worst of the worst to his table to try to lead them in the right way? Because the self-righteous hypocrites wouldn't listen. They figured, we already know everything. We've got it figured out. So they weren't receptive to what he was trying to teach. Those were the worst of the worst if you think about it. I mean, come on, even Paul persecuted the church. He was Saul. And anybody who says otherwise is trying to create doubt and is a liar. But that's happening again today. And lashing out at them, instead of showing them the love of God and rising to the top out of love, they're speaking against them instead of trying to help them. And some don't make it when they're self-righteous like that, and they only go so far. Only the love of God is going to stand. He went to them and was teaching them how their way was destructive. And he was the light unto them to explain things, because he's willing that none should perish. Their ears were open because they were desperate. They were looking for guidance. They were looking for a father because their father abandoned them. Doesn't he go to the lost? I see a lot of people lashing out against the lost of the world that we have today. But from what I'm seeing, you shall know them by their fruits. Are you trying to lead them the right way? Or are you trying to lead them and condemn them for something that's already paid? You see, they don't understand. If they do, Father knows. But if they don't, and they've been walking blindly, how can you harvest something that may not look good? Kind of like right here. But that seed that's in there can be planted and can grow. Of course, those are carrots that randomly came up. And sometimes we get things that we consider weeds. That is plantain. Plantain is actually something good, but you need to grow it in the right condition. So even with God's garden, even the things that don't appear good because they lay pest. But something I realized, I was always told ants are bad in a garden. But I'm going to tell you, all the bad things that are in here that destroy a crop, they've been gathering their eggs and using them to put up storage for winter. So even though we try to control things, and make things happen, there's also something in nature that comes along that provides for them. You know, we've tried so hard to stop the bad things from happening that we don't work with nature anymore.